Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you're having an awesome day.
I'm having knee pain, some ankle pain, like when I go downstairs,
I haven't done a body positive video in kind of a while, and I wanted to sit down today and film one.
I'm not feeling good.
I don't know when we're gonna be able to just stop differentiating between plus size and normal.
Size 14 is not the health standard. I believe bigger people, smaller people, anyone can be healthy. But I know I need to get some of this excess weight off me because I'm not feeling good anymore.
And that's what frustrates me the most, because I think it's destroying a lot of young minds.
Anyone can be healthy, but I am not feeling good.
I will see you guys very soon. I love you. Bye.
I am having gastric bypass surgery.
Now I think we can all agree that this girl 7 years ago seems to have been the sweetest, most innocent, most positive individual, and it almost pains me to criticize her. But no matter how infectiously sweet you are, your message can still be very flawed and counterproductive, especially when it's conflicting with your own actions.
I owe an explanation because this was something that I was so passionate about, embracing your lower tummy, because I know we all got lower tummies. But ultimately, I started developing problems with my lower tummy.
Not only are you giving people false hope that they can just live this unhealthy lifestyle and have no health problems whatsoever, but you're also causing serious damage to other young people that look up to you. And don't just take my word for it, listen to her own words several years later about the problems with her messaging on her channel.
I think I've done some damage on my channel that really just isn't okay, that I feel really, really bad about.
Now this is just one example of a body positivity and fat acceptance influencer preaching a faulty lifestyle for years and then falling prey to her very own messaging, which makes this such a perfect illustration of everything that is wrong with the fat acceptance and body positivity movement on social media. Because currently there are thousands of fat acceptance influencers on Instagram, YouTube, and especially on TikTok, where body positivity is just morphing into a dangerous cult.
There is, again, plenty of body of research. You do not eat yourself into type 2 diabetes.
Determinants of weight. Diet and exercise only account for 15%. 15. Genes and socioeconomic determinants account for 85%.
I believe bigger people, smaller people, anyone can be healthy, anyone can be unhealthy.
Why do you need to be a certain size? Why do you need to look a certain way?
These people are selling the idea that you can be as fat as you want to and still live a healthy, carefree, and happy life. But is this reality, or are they selling you a bunch of lies? Because this lifestyle is not going to hurt you the next day or the next month, but when we look at the results over multiple years, we start to see the true long-term effects of this movement and the damage that it's doing to their bodies.
Ultimately, I haven't been feeling good. I'm done with the battle. I'm sick of not feeling good.
Honestly, my circulation is so bad. Literally, I'll sit on a bench and they'll be purple.
Why do you need to be a certain size? Why do you need to look a certain way?
I am going to have the gastric sleeve weight loss surgery.
Now there is a positive note here, since this lady did come clean in the end about all her medical struggles, as one of the very few, and you almost have to commend her for doing so. However, this still doesn't change the fact that she's been promoting this lifestyle for years, which led to her feeling miserable, and her honesty about it hasn't always been forthcoming.
I don't want to be known as a liar and not telling you guys about it. I see the comments every day about it, and I'm just I have no bigger regret in my life than not sharing the tummy tuck.
So if you agree that it's a major problem that these body positive and fat acceptance influencers are lying about their actual health, then please drop a like and comment down below to push this video out to as many people as possible.
It caused me so many problems, to literally the point where I asked my doctor, I'm like, can we just get rid of it? It was just constant.
You see, this is exactly the problem I pointed out in my earlier video, the insanity of body positivity, linked up here. Check that one out, it's a good one. Because the biggest disservice these people are doing for the people that are struggling with their weight is not showing or telling the full story. If you're going to recommend people to not mind their calorie intake and not to worry about size or weight or pursue an active lifestyle, then at least be honest about all the problems that come with it, but that's not what they're doing. These fat activists go on and on for years giving people false information and false hope about how healthy they truly are, However, in that very same period, she also underwent laser lipo.
If any of you guys are new to my channel, I did get laser lipo on my jawline,
Lap band surgery and lap band reversal surgery,
get lap band surgery specifically in Mexico at age 16. Although I did lose about 60, maybe 70 pounds with this surgery, I did end up getting it removed in the US.
a tummy tuck to remove excess skin and fat that was getting seriously infected all the time.
It was just giving me enough problems where I looked into getting my lower stomach removed. Yes, I had it removed.
And to top it all off, the granddaddy of weight loss surgeries, a gastric bypass.
I just had gastric bypass about 10 days ago.
How do you not see a problem with promoting this lifestyle that will eventually lead to having all of these procedures done, some of which she even tried to hide out of fear for a backlash and loss of income?
I'll never forget when I talked to her about it. I told her, I'm like, look, I feel like I need to share this. And she told me it would affect my body positive brand and that it wouldn't be smart to share. And at that time too, there's a lot of financial pressure. I didn't want to mess up my brand and my career.
Just think about that. She actually promoted a lifestyle and a type of acceptance that in just 7 years led to her needing gastric bypass surgery to undo all of the damage done to her body, even though she was posting like this every single month.
Hey, it's time. We're jiggling, we're flapping, and we don't give a damn.
To post this type of content knowing you're unhappy about the state of your body and all the medical problems that you're dealing with is absolute madness, and she's not even the only one doing this. Here's another influencer promoting body positivity for years, saying that she's happy and that she's healthy, and that you too can be happy and healthy at every size. But watch how all of a sudden all these problems pop up, and her entire messaging changes when she wants to have weight loss surgery.
Yes, I have decided I'm going to have the gastric sleeve surgery for many different reasons. Me personally, my hormones are all over the place. They kind of always have been.
Just imagine an influencer signs a major brand deal with a cigarette company and does product placement in all of their videos by smoking a bunch, and then 7 years later, they pop into a clinic and get a lung transplant. That's exactly how f***ed up this whole body positivity situation is. I mean, it's great for the influencer. They can simply press Command Z or Control Z and spend thousands of dollars in surgery and recovery, but how many of their fans have this same option? And are these fans even aware of all the problems that await them? Now, to be clear, I don't care that these two had weight loss surgery. That in itself is their own choice. However, what I do care about are two things. First, they are selling a falsehood of being happy and healthy while they were clearly not.
But I know I need to get some of this excess weight off me because I'm not feeling good anymore.
And second, the source of their unhealthy and unhappy state was in large parts caused by their eating and lifestyle choices, the very same choices and lifestyle they were selling to their audience and making money off. This girl in 2015 would have never needed gastric bypass surgery if she had maintained a healthy lifestyle of regular exercise and normal calorie intake, which is exactly the thing that she had to do before being allowed to have gastric bypass surgery.
They're starting to kind of check your eating habits, and like I was starting to lower my starch intake. I went on a liver shrinking diet, which was low fat and low carb. And I thought that was gonna be a lot harder than it was. Like, it kind of scared me. I was like, oh my God, like no carbs. But you know, you kind of find a groove. Like, you know, I could eat like lean protein. I love chicken.
See how insane this is? For years you argue against the very same thing which leads to you needing bypass surgery, and then in order to get the bypass surgery, you need to change your eating habits and become more active. Now, the irony of this whole disaster is that these influencers basically create their own little torture chambers with their social media platforms and their web of lies about their actual health.
Like, this space, this channel has become really negative for my mental health. This video is so vulnerable right now. Like, I'm like literally just like shaking. I'm so nervous right now because I've thought about filming this, and like I'm so afraid of like being canceled over something like this. I never wanted to share this, but I get why people were upset that I didn't. Suffering mentally, like my mental health has not been well.
So this lady has been selling some real bull for several years. However, now that she wants to start a family, and now all of a sudden she's willing to deal with reality.
I'm just ready to feel good and get in a good place so I can start a family. We had been talking about starting a family, and you know, I told him, I'm like, look, like I am having so much lower back pain. I'm having knee pain, some ankle pain, like when I go downstairs, like I'm not feeling good. And like, I don't think I'm comfortable with us starting a family now, like until I can feel better.
So now that they want weight loss surgery, these body positive and fat acceptance influencers have no problem following these so-called fat phobic guidelines of eating a normal calorie amount and pursuing an active lifestyle. When you are only focusing on how amazing it is to be plus size and that you are living your best life, as they say, claiming that everything is fine, then yes, it's going to look like you only did it for the money, since you were clearly not happy at all and you were definitely not healthy. In fact, the only thing that these influencers are not hiding is how much weight they are losing and how much happier they are after the procedure.
And as of today, I have lost 92 pounds. So 92 pounds in 6 months is crazy to me. I get questions a lot of the time as well. Are you happy with that? And of course I'm happy with that. Of course I'm happy with that.
Must feel good for those fans that follow their every single word for 7 years and are now stuck with the very same health problems. This was the lies and dangers of fat acceptance and body positivity. Please like and subscribe for more videos.